Take it away, boys.
A good video game boss has lots of personality. The developers should really make sure that you hate the antagonist. But sometimes it goes the other way. There are games that have bosses that are so badass or lovable that you really don't want to see them die. Here are 10 video game bosses we didn't want to kill. And spoiler warning, of course. We don't like killing beautiful women, but that's exactly what Kojima makes the player do in Metal Gear Solid 4. The Beauty and the Beast unit are a group of 4 female soldiers who serve as bosses throughout the game. They're all suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of what they've experienced on the battlefield.
I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm sorry.
After reading each of the dramatic backstories, you start to feel for these girls. They're essentially innocents who, through the use of nanomachines, are placed under Liquid Ocelot's control. It's always those damn nanomachines.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that little misunderstanding, but I thought you were another one of those monsters.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Steve Burnside is a very tragic character in Resident Evil Code Veronica. He's a prisoner of Rockford Island who Claire Redfield meets and helps throughout the game. That all changes when Steve is injected with the T. Veronica virus. Now you're suddenly up against your former friend.
No, wait!
He even sacrifices himself to save you in the end. What follows is one of the worst acted cutscenes in gaming history. But we did feel bad killing a genuinely good guy like Steve Burnside.
I love you, Claire.
Steve?
Shadow of the Colossus is a game in which you have to kill 16 giant creatures to resurrect a girl called Mono. One of the strangest things about the boss fights is that the creatures will typically not attack you until you attack them first. It's really sad when you beat them and it doesn't feel like a victory at all. At the end of the game, you find out that they actually were innocent. It was all part of a plan by the evil doorman. So not only did you kill beautiful creatures that only acted in self-defense, but you also helped the bad guy.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
In time for what?
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this.
Mass Effect really proved that your dialogue choices mattered in its final boss fight. By choosing the right dialogue options, you make Saren realize he was wrong.
It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
He might have redeemed himself by pulling the trigger, but we weren't prepared for the incredible feeling of guilt that followed. Convincing someone to kill themselves isn't glorious at all.
Where is it?
Manners cost nothing, Batman.
The Joker is one of the best villains in the history of movies, books, and games. He really added a lot of flavor to the Batman Arkham games with his many horrible jokes and crazy contraptions. So it was really unfortunate when Batman finally put an end to it all in Arkham City.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, standing in for yours truly, and doing a damn fine job of it, I give you anything.
Not only was the boss fight itself incredibly lame, it was also a terrible send-off for the Clown Prince of Darkness. We hoped he would come back somehow. To realize he was actually dead made us very sad indeed.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart.
The Portal series wouldn't have been the same without the evil supercomputer GLaDOS. She's constantly mocking you while you're trying to figure out her complicated puzzles. And her promise of giving you cake is also not entirely true. Even though this AI is a complete arsehole, we couldn't help but feel a little sad by having to kill her at the end of the game. She doesn't leave you before singing one final goodbye song.
I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? Oh, Jesus.
We like games that have completely unhinged psychopaths as antagonists. So you can imagine how much we liked Vas in Far Cry 3. He was being promoted as the main bad guy, so we were very surprised to be forced to kill him midway through the game. He was the true bad guy and game carrier up until then.
Citra, I won.
After his death, the game was pretty much over in our book. Sure, you get to hunt down another bad guy, but Vas was the main reason we bought Far Cry 3 in the first place.
I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna relax, because you, Hua, and your tough guy brother, we're gonna have a lot of fun together while we wait for the money.
The fight against Azrael Dreamer in Undertale is incredibly sad. To damage him, you call out your friend's souls, which are inside Azrael. Your friends appear as lost souls, and you defeat them by reminding them of who they were. After saving the souls, Azrael's compassion, love, and hope return to him, and he begins to cry. Then he turns into a child again and gives everybody their souls back. Talk about a remorseful boss.
Just give it up, kiddo. Bloodwing's got all the elements at her disposal. Fire, electricity, corrosion, slag.
Bloodwing is an awesome pet of Hunter Mordecai in the first Borderlands game. In the sequel, Handsome Jack captures Bloodwing and uses slag to mutate her. This increases her size considerably and endows her with all 5 elemental effects. Vault Hunters are then called upon to weaken Bloodwing enough for Mordecai to sedate her. This all seems fine, but when Mordecai finally sedates her, Jack activates the explosive collar around her neck. What a horrible way to kill such a great sidekick.
Explosive! No!
I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you.
Kojima is the king of making you kill characters you actually love. He really outdid himself with the boss in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The boss is no evil villain, but Snake's mentor who has chosen to die for the good of her country. You're filled with remorse after killing her at the end of the game. You find out she was deep undercover and ordered to become a scapegoat for a nuclear attack. The boss knowingly paid the ultimate price, and Snake is the only one who knows the real truth.
She was a real
What video game boss do you resent having to kill? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
I'm even dead and I can't stop laughing. I killed all your friends and I can't stop laughing.